Okay, hello. So for this video, I'm going to be sharing my opinion on the overall market and exactly how you could profit off of what I think is going to come. So obviously, with this pandemic going on, we've had a lot of change recently. So this is pulled up on the 1 year, 1 day chart. As you can see, we had a very steady market, and then all of a sudden it dropped due to the coronavirus. So obviously, the EMA line was acting as a resistance level for both the up climb and the decline, as you can see here. And then we broke through on April 3rd here, and then it started acting as a support, and we recently tested these lows again as oil prices dropped down. Right now, we are seeing in my opinion, the beginning of a downturn in the market. I think right now this is a bull trap, and a lot of people are going to be forced to sell their positions when we do break through this line here. So this is kind of a combination of a fundamental analysis and also a technical. Fundamentally, the market we are in right now is basically propped up by the Fed, basically pumping in money. And I know the saying, don't fight the Fed. But in my opinion, this is not going to be enough for the fear that is lying in all of the investors right now. Obviously, I could be completely wrong about this, and we will see. But in my opinion, the market is trading solely on news about the coronavirus. So right now, fundamentals are not taking it's they aren't very important in the way that the stock market is moving. Obviously, if we sit here and look at the 1 month chart, obviously we've had a steady increase over the past month, and I believe that that is due. Um, I believe that that is due solely to people believing that we are going to escape this pandemic soon. But states, in my opinion, again, will reopen, and I believe that we will see another wave of the virus coming through. And I think we could easily see something like this again once this support is broken. Again, this is a very simple line, just one simple EMA line. Um, but I do think that we are going to see a second wave of the coronavirus, and investors who right now are very bullish are going to be forced to sell their positions. And I really do think that we're going to see a push past this here in the next few weeks, if not sooner. And we're going to test these lows again. Obviously, there's a lot of support here. There's a lot of chance for news to come out. But right now, fundamentals, earnings are way down. Oil prices are down. And it is just not, it is not a good situation. So, in theory, for this to be pushing up, it is solely on hopes of people thinking that this is going to be over soon. And I think it's going to be an extended amount of time. We could see effects of this virus further in the future, especially with results coming out today that the vaccine they were working on had not so good results. So right now we are still working on a cure, and I think that could be a long time in the future. So I think once we, especially if there's a second wave, we will definitely see it go down. Obviously, there's a chance for a report to come out of new medicine coming out or some sort of treatment for the virus. Um, but I really do think that we're going to see this go down um, in the near future. And obviously, right now, we're starting to gain momentum towards the downside. And, you know, it is just, I feel like I very strongly believe that we are going to see a downturn here soon. The way that I'm planning on profiting off this, if this happens, is to use the 3 times leveraged ETF. Obviously, this is a bit of a risky investment, and this is not for everybody. But I see such a great opportunity here for this here to spike back up. I mean, possibly back up to its highs. Um, Here, in the next few months. And I am just awaiting news right now. I am not in the market right now because there's too much volatility, and I could be completely wrong. And on the inverse of this, we could see the inverse, which could go up, in equal amount of profit. So right now I am just kind of sitting it out, waiting to see what happens. Um, but in my opinion, I think we are going to see a downturn here pretty soon. Um, so yeah, if you like this video, please hit the like button and leave any comments down below on your opinions, or anything I could do better to point out my thought process and what exactly is going into that. But again, to wrap this up, in my opinion, fundamentals of companies are not playing much of a role because they are so bad, but we are still seeing a rise in the market. So I think this will catch up, and I think the Fed cannot do much more than what it is doing today. And I think if any more bad news comes out, we could see a break of this resistance, and we could retest lows here in the near future. So thank you.